say journaling as well. That might be helpful to write out all of that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really smart idea. Yeah, because, if you are in a situation that's really, serious, you may need to come up with some evidence of what has happened. So documenting the behaviors and what day. So this is for
A
HR
timeline.
purposes. Yeah,
Yeah.
timeline. Just, if you are dealing with something quite sinister, you may need to present evidence that this behavior has happened. And, since you mentioned journaling as well, to write down the feelings that have come up for you, and notice if they are unresolved issues from the past or previous experiences, or, they deep-seated concerns that you haven't dealt with as yet.
I would also just add that to take a step back and look at the scenario and see if it's a cultural difference too, because that has a huge impact. There's a lot that goes into that, like how people are in the Pacific Northwest, which is where I'm from. They act a lot differently than people from the South or people from the East Coast. So understanding that some of it could be a cultural thing, or then you have other countries as well, like Australia. Certain people act a certain way or say certain things because of their cultural background. So being able to journal and distinguish the differences and see, that would be good. So I would say that the last bit of tips that I would have is also sort of, we'll erase that. I would say the last tips that I have is, if you are going to confront someone and you are really nervous about it, I would do power poses or affirmations. Last week we had a whole segment on confidence. So if you haven't seen that segment and you are dealing with something, then you can look back at our previous segment last week and see, and that should be helpful. But yeah, my last one is power pose. Go forth and prosper. Antonella.
I love it.
Anything else?
Power pose.
Yes.
No, I think we've covered it. I think that was quite useful. I think different types of tips for different situations and for people to take away and use what works for you. So we really want to share a general overview of what can work. You don't have to do all of them. You take what you need. And of course, we would love to also hear what works for you. So if you don't know already, Tasha and we do our videos that we'll put up on our YouTube channel, I.M.Fem.Power, and we will also put them up on our I.M.Fem.Power Instagram and Instagram TV, or Insta TV, I should say. And of course, we're on Facebook too. So if you would like to join us, we go live. Australian in Brisbane time, it's 6 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. And Tasha, when is it your time?
10 a.m. Hawaii time.
Yeah, so 10 a.m. Hawaii time, 6 a.m. Brisbane time in Australia. We go live.
And Monday.
Oh, Monday. Yeah, not
10 a.m.
Tuesday.
Monday for Hawaii and Tuesday for Australia. Notice I'm like pointing over here.
Yeah. So yeah, we're already on the Tuesday morning and you're still Monday morning. So that's so bizarre. I always get confused. So join us then. We do our lives for about 20 or so minutes just to have a quick share of what the topics are. And of course, we love to hear your thoughts on our topics for the day, or for the week rather. But join us on the social media pages. If you would like to be a guest, let us know. We'll organize for you to be part of our recording and our live. And the more information we can share with everyone, the better.
Next week, are we going to be talking with Henry?
Yes, Henry from Florida, from Jupiter Wing Chun Kung Fu. So I'm very excited about that. So you'll be watching 3 of us from different time zones. That will be interesting, but it'll
Yes,
be
so tune in next week.
absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye for now, and we thank you for joining us.
Aloha.
Bye, everybody.